Hi everybody, my name is Dorian, and for today we will be doing a 10-minute prep for a wheel. For today's class, you're going to be using a yoga mat, a yoga strap, and a yoga block. Let's get ready to transform. All right, let's get this yoga. We're gonna go ahead and find our way into a hands and knees pose. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, drop your belly down, lift your gaze, smile as the heart rises, cow spine. On your exhale, round into yourself, drop your head, make any face you like. Nobody can tell. Use the breath to lift the heart, look forward. Exhale, find your way into your cat spine. Find this motion a few times in your body. Pay special attention to the rooting of your hands and legs and the space for breath that passes in between. So like if you think about it, from the tops of the shoulders, from the hands to the tops of the shoulders, nothing really moves. And from the bottoms of the knees to the hips, nothing really moves. But everything else gets a chance to flex and extend in between. Eventually find your way into a stillness. Tuck your toes underneath, lift the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Take your right leg high to the sky. On your exhale, draw your right knee into your nose. Step your right foot down to the ground between your palms. Keep the back toes tucked as you lower your left knee down to the ground. Make sure that your strap is close by. As we rise our torso, we're gonna hold onto the strap with both of our hands and lift our arms above our heads. You wanna have the strap about shoulders width distance, reaching, holding onto the strap, breathing in and breathing out. Drop the shoulders down away from your ears, breathe in. On your exhale, take a side bend over towards the right. So it's like you're pulling your right hand to lengthen out of the left side body. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, lift back up onto the sky. Exhale, take a side bend over to the left. Notice the shift that you have to do with the front foot and the back foot in order to stay elevated. Breathing in and breathing out. Arms lift back high to the sky. Keep your right arm lifted, send your left arm behind your back. That strap is dropped behind you, bend your right elbow, and see if you can hold onto the strap with both of your hands. I'll turn to face the front so you can see. So my right elbow is lifted directly up towards the sky, and my left elbow is bent so that my hands are coming closer towards each other. From behind, you'll see that I'm using the strap, pulling the strap in between both of my hands to get a nice tight fitting of the hands, but an opening of my chest and the front body. Keeping my legs nice and strong, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. I'm gonna release the strap back down to the ground in front, hands come to the earth, tuck my back toes, lift my back knee, step on back, plank pose. Elbows bend straight back to lower down, over the tops of my feet, heart lifts, cobra pose. Hips rise up and back for downward facing dog. Taking it over to the left leg high to the sky. Stepping my left foot forward, keeping my right toes tucked, right knee comes down to the ground. I'm gonna root both of my feet as I grab my strap, lifting my arms up to the sky. Pull the strap apart with your hands. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, inhale deep. Use your exhale to take that side bend over to the left. I can feel my lowest right floating rib lifting away from my right waist. Breathing in, exhaling out. Inhale to lift back up to the center. Exhale, take it over to the other side. The outer left foot's pressing into the earth to stay grounded, and I'm tugging my left hip back underneath my torso. Breathing in, breathing out. Arms lift back up high to the sky. I'm gonna release the strap with my right hand and draw my right arm behind my back body. Bending my left elbow, trying to point my left elbow directly up towards the sky. I'm holding onto that strap with both hands. And now you can see that I'm pressing the back of my head into my left forearm so that I am getting that opening in the left arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, big breathings in. Exhale, release your hands and the strap down to the ground in front of you. Tuck your right toes or lift your right knees, step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale, big exhale. Soften the knees down to the ground, child's pose. Flip your palms up towards the sky, put a gentle bend in your elbows, and rock your body from side to side, just allowing some motion in the hips, in the neck. Breathe. Take your hands back by your knees, press to roll upright. And then go ahead, shift your hips to one side, circle your feet forward towards the front of your mat. Make sure that one of your blocks is close by to you. Bend your knees, the soles of the feet are down on the ground, back of the heart rests on the earth. Step your feet back so that you can brush your index finger or your middle finger against your heel, or align yourself so that your knees are right on top of your heels. Take your hands face down on the ground, press your palms into the earth, lift your hips up to the sky. This is called bridge pose, or Setubandha Sarvangasana. In your bridge pose, reach your knees away from your hips so that the thigh muscles lengthen. And see if you can lift your hip points as high as your knees. So keep pressing into the ground with your feet. The feet never stop working here. Inhaling deep, exhaling deep. One more time, take a full breath in. On your exhale, lower your tailbone down to the ground. Reach your arms up by your ears. Find the full extension of your hands. Hook your thumbs above your head and pull your hands apart. So the thumbs are actually keeping the hands close together. The action here is moving your arm bones away from each other. So you're getting a nice shoulder opening and chest opening here. And the shoulder blades are coming together. Breathe in, breathe out. One more big inhale. On your exhale, go ahead, lower your arms back by your sides. Press your feet into the ground, lift your hips up into the sky. We're back in our second bridge pose. This time, it might feel okay to move your shoulder blades together. So lift up your shoulders, roll them together underneath your back body, and press your hands interlaced together into the ground. That double fist and the triceps reach into the earth to lift the hips up to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep your belly soft here so that you can get the maximum inhales and exhales. One more nice deep breath. On your exhale, go ahead, lower your back body down to the ground, reach your arms up by your ears. This time, as your arms reach up high, flex your wrists and take your fingertips down to the earth, whatever fingertips you can reach, maybe it's just the index finger, and allow the wrist to open by pressing the heels of the hands towards the wall behind you. Breathing in and breathing out. One more big breath. On your exhale, go ahead and take interlaced fingers right above you. You can stretch the arms nice and long, make some figure eights with your wrist. Taking the figure eights in one direction, and then taking your figure eights in the opposite direction. It's always so hard to go in the opposite direction. Your body naturally wants to go in one way and we're telling it to do other things. Control over your body, what a wild concept. Release your fingers, roll out your wrists. Roll them out in the opposite direction. Go ahead, stamp the soles of the feet down into the ground. Take your hands by your ears with the fingers turned around so that they point towards your feet. Hug your elbows in towards the midline of the body. Instead of widening them, hug them in. Press your feet down, lift onto the crown of your head. From this point, structure your body so that your hands are nicely spaced in line with your shoulders. Press the hands and the feet to lengthen your arms and legs for a wheel posture. In your wheel, just let your head drop down towards the earth without creating muscular tension by looking in any direction. Breathing in and breathing out. Try to point your big toes slightly towards each other so that the legs are not split. As you become more advanced in your practice, you might start to walk your feet towards your hands. You might even be able to lift a leg up off of the ground. Breathing in and breathing out. Whatever you do on one side, make sure you also take it over to the other side. Whenever you are ready, tuck your chin, roll your body gently down to the ground. Something that we see a lot as instructors, I don't know how many instructors are watching this video, is from a back bend, people always draw their knees into their chest. Try not to do that. You've gone in one way fully. You don't want to go all the way back in the other direction. So separate your feet and let your knees knock in towards each other for a posture we call constructive rest. feet apart, knees together, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and just allow your body to spread out, the back body to spread out on the ground. Soften into the breath after the exertion of your wheel pose. And then go ahead, allow your knees to softly windshield wiper from side to side, like, you know, car windshield. At least that's the noise that my car windshield used to make. With no particular sense of urgency, eventually draw your knees into your chest. Keep it nice and loose, no tight folds. Just make some circles on your back body. Gentle circles in one direction. Circle in the opposite direction. Picking your head up off of the ground, start to rock and roll forwards and backwards along the length of your spine. Rocking your way upright. That's yoga!